We had a dream scenario planned that was like winning 2 stages and probably having a jersey for a day. That would be like a great tour for us. And then just to kick off with Mark Cavendish winning the first stage. Having yellow and green, his first yellow in his career, was just a dream scenario nobody ever dreamed of. And it was just the best day to start this race, and from there it just got better and better every day. It definitely brings the team together, and that's the key point. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's just the riders, even staff, the chef, everybody's just giving probably a little bit more, and he just enjoys it. He knows why he's doing it, because for the success, and I think everybody is living off it and just enjoying every moment. And
it was just a massive moment for this team, and you know, it just showed that with passion and belief and commitment from all of the riders together, you know, anything is possible. And we didn't, again, this team seems to have that X factor, and it just brought together an incredible unit of riders that, you know, that went and wore a yellow jersey in the Tour de France and won stage 1. So that was a massive objective already achieved. And going into stage 3 and stage 4 and stage 5 and stage 6, the team was right up there all the time, winning stages fairly easily, it seemed.
Yeah, we enjoyed every moment, and the success we had together just brought the team back together. And then especially when we had Steve Cummings winning that stage solo, he just went and destroyed the breakaway. Just destroyed him. And it's honestly the only stage I watched after the race, because I was like, I just wanted to see what he did with them out there. We heard it on the radio, and it was just an incredible performance, and another well-deserved victory for Steve.
By the end of the first week, we had done so well, and then Steve Cummings going back-to-back wins on stage 7 was just an exceptional performance by him, and it's a stage that had been planned for him to do well in, and you know, to go back-to-back victories in the Tour de France. Not many teams can do that, and to do it with 2 different riders just was a phenomenal performance, and just showed the vibe and the spirit that was in the team at that time, where they honestly believed that anything was possible.
The story is just a great story, where this team came from and how it started, and having the first African team at the Tour de France last year was just bringing, Doug's dream together. It's like Doug was always doing everything he could to have a team in the Tour de France, and he managed to do it.
So in 2015 we were an underdog team. It was a team that had no expectations, and you know, everybody looked at this team and said, you know, cool to have an African team in the Tour de France, and you know, how well can they go? And we really shot the lights out and punched way above our weight. In 2016, bringing Mark Cavendish, Bernhard Eisel, Mark Renshaw, these kind of riders into the team, it put a lot more pressure on the team to perform, because that was a group of riders that had been so successful in the Tour de France before. So we had to ride from the front. We took leadership, and if you look at the stages and that first stage, you know, we were in it to win it.
I think with this Tour de France, we went up another level. We had a good start into the season, but with this Tour de France, we just brought the team to another level. We enjoyed every stage win, and second place of Serge in the mountains, just a pity he didn't get it. It's like a super hard stage. Out there for his second day in breakaway, 2nd and 6th, and it's just like incredible performance. I mean, we tried every day, we were there every day, and that just shows the character. Daniel being in the breakaways, Natu doing everything. And it's just riding in the front, incredibly strong riding of the guys in the front to bring breakaways back to help us with biddens. And we were just doing turns. One day I had to bring biddens because the guys were up on the break in the mountains, and then on the flat stages we had Natu riding in the front of Daniel, and just swapping over every day. And it's just it was great to see like how the team came together.
We've seen the success of this team, how it generates revenue for the Qhubeka charity, generates global interest around this team. Our one-stage win in the 2015 Tour de France was massive for the global visibility and the spike in interest that went to the charity, and also the love of this team around the world and the interest from the African continent. This year, having won 5 stages, it just heightened that exposure and that interest around the world.
It's important for us to amplify the work that we're doing in the globe. So in the European markets, with the fans of the teams internationally, and because of the increased media coverage, we've gotten much better exposure in Europe. And the net result of that has been increased donations from Europe, particularly the UK with Steve Cummings and Mark Cavendish, and the Norwegian countries with Edvald Bosenhagen.
We were really grateful to have Qhubeka on our jerseys and behind us. Everybody who supports Qhubeka supports us, we support Qhubeka, and it's just a chain of support. And this, I think, it's set us apart from other teams at the beginning, but at the same time I think it also gave us a big support from everywhere, and just you knew you're riding for a bigger cause. And okay, sometimes we said we didn't win today, but definitely we showed our faces, we showed the logos, and definitely people donated money and bought bikes.
What we've done previously is that the athletes have carried the brand, and then what we've done is we've asked the athletes to amplify what we're doing in communities and to bring focus and attention to the charity. But this year we try to make it a lot more meaningful for the athletes, building relationship between them and the people in the communities that get bicycles.
Every rider got a letter from a different child in Africa. It's just what his dream is. You can see here, my boy Thomas is his dream is to become a pilot. I'm wearing his wristband, or I wore it all the 3 weeks, and he supported me, and I tried to support him with Qhubeka charity. When you look down and you're suffering, and you knew, okay, we're suffering here, but there's people out there, they need our help, and this is why we're here, not just to win bike races, but also to do something much bigger than just winning a bike race. And it's just a little bit of motivation every day, and extra to go for the extra mile. And it's just his dream is to become a pilot and help his community, and to make. He's frankly like, I want to make money, and honest, and I want to make money to help my community. And this is just his dream. We're living our dream here, and this brings everything back together.
You are fantastic. Don't panic. Stay calm. You are so fucking strong. Don't panic.